Welcome back to the channel, my friends! Do you notice anything different around here?
It's me. I'm back.
In this video, we're going to spend a couple of days in New Zealand's largest city, which also happens to be our current hometown, Auckland. Auckland is absolutely bursting with fun activities for all. So to make a single video, we've really had to narrow it down. What helped us here is spending quite a substantial amount on my recent trip to the USA. So in this video in particular, we've decided to scope out lots of free and cheap activities around the city. We'll be witnessing an incredible sunset, which is my personal favourite sunset spot. We'll find the best views of Auckland City, eat a classic Kiwi dish,
Crispy, flaky, buttery, pastry.
and we'll show you a super fun summer activity. Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go.
Mince and cheese pies are an absolute classic in New Zealand. These are incredibly tasty, and you are definitely missing out if you don't have one of these while here. Welcome to Pioneer Pies, one of my favourite pie shops in Auckland. They have almost every flavour of pie you can think of. Breakfast pies with hash browns and beans inside, to butter chicken curry pies. Today, however, we're going to stick with the iconic mince and cheese pie. Luckily for us, this place offers loads of veggie and vegan options. So today we'll be getting the vegan mince and cheese, which is so incredibly good, by the way. Even if you're a meat eater, you will seriously love the taste of this one. Oh! Ah! It's literally a chicken chasing me! Get him, get him!
Hey!
He's following us!
Hey, go back. Go back. Apparently this is a New Zealand classic, mince and cheese pie. I went for the vegetarian option. Picture crispy, flaky, buttery, pastry. Hot, very hot.
Encased inside said pastry, piping hot prime beef mince, or in our case, corn vegetarian mince, oozing with melted cheese on top. And listen to the crunch.
Oh, he's charging, look at him.
Holy crap! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh! Oh my! Oh my!
Just another day in Auckland.
It's such a Kiwi classic dish, in fact, that whenever someone asks me for advice on what... Shh, guys. Shush, please. Whenever someone asks me what they should try when coming to New Zealand, I say a pie. Ludwig, do you agree this is like the most classic Kiwi pie?
I do.
And since you've been in New Zealand, Ludwig, how many pies would you say you have per week?
3 pies. When we do this, you're going in the cold plunge for 15 seconds on the first time, 30 seconds on the second time, and 45 on the third time, alright?
No, that's way too long.
No?
I was thinking 3 seconds.
No. 15, 30, 45, okay? Give me a pinky. Give me a pinky. I will turn this car around and we'll go home and we won't do it. Give me the pinky. Alright, I'm turning around. Pinky. A full minute, yes. Nice. You pinky swore. You swore. You pinky swore on it.
You said 15, 30, 45.
I said a minute.
No,
I said a minute.
I wasn't
and you
agreeing on
pinky.
those terms. I wasn't agreeing on those terms. I had already made contact
I
with
don't
your
care what
pinky
you agreed
before
on.
you decided
No.
to... On our way to Piha, we had to make a stop at Club Physical to take part in one of our favourite activities, contrast therapy. Ever since I lived in Sweden with Ludwig, I've been very fond of the old cold plunge sauna regime that everyone seemed to do in Scandinavia. This is so nice. Ludwig and I try to keep this up as often as we can. Luckily for us, Club Physical, a health club located in West Auckland, has just recently introduced a recovery room, which is a beautiful space fully equipped with an infrared sauna, ice bath, and luxury massage chairs, all for a really decent price compared to your typical day spas around Auckland. Oh my god, no, I can't do it. I can't do it this time.
Do it.
I can.
Yes, you
No, I
can.
can't.
10 seconds.
Oh, it's too cold.
10
It's way too
seconds.
cold. You go, Ludwig, you go.
Oh.
Here goes the pro. Oh, what a pro.
Okay, here we go. Second try. Let's do it. You can do it. 4, 5 seconds. No, dunk. No, dunk your head.
Ooh, okay, I feel alive. Wow. Let me go again. Oh, once you've done it once, you feel done.
It feels like 7 tiny hands. It doesn't feel like a chair, right? It feels like little, very strong baby hands. Ah.
Welcome to Piha Beach, one of our favourite spots in all of New Zealand. Not only is this place just breathtaking, it's less than an hour's drive from the city of Auckland. It literally feels like you've been transported to Hawaii. This dramatic beach with rugged cliffs is the perfect getaway. If you love beautiful walks, the lush Waitakere Ranges is the perfect place to find a walk. And it's also a popular surfing location. But be careful, this water does have strong and often dangerous currents. However, in summer, surf lifesavers patrol an area clearly flagged for swimmers. But let's just say Ludwig won't be swimming here or anywhere in New Zealand, will he?
Sharks.
We were planning on taking you to one of our favourite waterfall walks, the Kitty Kitty Falls Trail. Unfortunately, we've just found out that this track is still damaged from the cyclone we had earlier this year. We did make a full video a few years ago where we stayed in a tiny house at Piha Beach, and in this video we do take you to the falls if you'd like to go and watch that. Instead, we have come to the Mercer Bay Loop, which is still a nice small little hike you can do. I think it was 2.2 kilometers, doesn't take long at all, but it's kind of giving us different vibes. It's up a little bit higher than the Kitty Kitty Falls, which is more down in the sort of rainforest. But on this hike, we're up above and we've got really incredible views of the coast and rocks and cliffs, and it's just incredible landscapes up here. We've literally only just started like 2 minutes ago, and I'm already so glad we came here. I would probably wear some different shoes, but that's okay. We kind of didn't really plan, did we, properly, Ludwig? Now, one thing to note, if you plan on doing any hikes or walks in New Zealand, you'll most likely encounter one of these cleaning stations. New Zealand's Department of Conservation is serious about preserving our native kauri trees. Fun fact, these trees are some of the world's longest living trees. In order to protect them, they have installed a station at the entrance of New Zealand forest tracks that allow people to clean their shoes efficiently and effectively to avoid any unwanted diseases, such as kauri dieback, making its way into the track. Wow, 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 wow. New Zealand is stunning. Yeah, definitely don't wear sandals.
I'm fine. I don't know what you're on about. It's a really nice looking secluded beach down here, but Chloe's too scared to go anywhere near the edge, so I will show you. What's going on here?
You have to hold him away from the edge because it's so scary. There's some really high cliffs in this area. Like, seriously, don't be silly if you come on this walk. Be very careful. That was so mean! Oh! It's maybe a really short, sort of mild hike, but it's still a good workout.
It's steep.
It's steep. I'm pretty out of breath, and I would say it's a decent workout. Still really doable for most people, I'd say.
Oh yeah.
Now I've got to concentrate on breathing. We're uphill for a wee while now. And you have to do this again on your way up.
Bye.
One detail that I love about travelling in New Zealand is that toilets are so accessible. This was especially apparent during our van trip around the whole country. There weren't many times that we weren't able to find a decent toilet, like we discovered just here.
And they're always well signed, like here. And here. And here.
Best thing is they're usually really well maintained, clean, and free to use. Sometimes they are long drops though. That was definitely one of the nicer long drops I've ever experienced. Piha Beach is undoubtedly one of the best locations in Auckland to watch the sunset. There are also a handful of eateries around the place too, like the Surf Lifesaving Club. There's a nice bar and a restaurant here with various options. However, unfortunately, we were a little too late for the dinner menu, so ordered some bar snacks instead. A staple over here in New Zealand is kumara, which is Māori for sweet potato, and there's no better way to have it than in fry form, we say. After tasting various sweet potato fries around the likes of North America and Europe, we definitely notice a rather distinct difference in taste. I think that's because over here in New Zealand, red kumara seems to be the most popular variety of sweet potatoes, rather than, say, the orange sweet potatoes we've seen served in the US. We highly recommend you give these a go while over here. You might notice quite a difference in taste as well. Piha was one of the locations in New Zealand that was severely damaged by Cyclone Gabrielle, a tropical cyclone that devastated so many parts of the North Island, New Zealand earlier this year. Alright, Mr. Hoagland, Ludwig, since you're on the video for once, would you like to have your input on this particular location for a sunset?
It's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yep.
It's pretty good. There you have it, folks.
It is pretty busy at this time of day. We'll go this way. So just take that into consideration. I might actually just grab this park right here.
It's a great idea.
Looks like it's a spot.
Nice. Get it. Beauty. Ludwig, would you like to remove your sunglasses and your hat and reveal what you look like under there today? Next on our Auckland list, there is a beautiful berry farm that we'd been meaning to go to for a while, so we thought that this video was the perfect excuse. Welcome to Good Planet, a super fun day out for all ages located in Riverhead. Here you can pick your own strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, boysenberries, and blueberries, all depending on the season. Not only this, but there is also a train, real fruit ice cream, and an adventure and splash park. We were quite amazed at the amount of things to do here. It would be the perfect family day out. Oh, and there's also a cafe, of course. Oh wow, so many people picking strawberries. Alright, so we've got a bucket. This was $27 per bucket and $5 entrance per person. So Ludwig and I just got one to share. We found a nice empty row and we just go and pick until this is full. So it did have a sign though that you're not meant to overflow. You're going to get a substantial amount. So let's go and find some good ones. First strawberry of the day.
Eat it.
Oh, the juiciness.
You gotta make sure you get the good ones.
What are the good ones?
The good ones are the same color as my forehead. Okay? If it doesn't match, don't pick them.
Juicy. Oh, juicy.
Now that's a strawberry.
Whatever you do, guys, though, don't kneel down and lean on this thing, because this can tend to happen.
I knew it.
Alright, I think we've sufficiently filled up our bucket. What do you think?
Filled.
It took about half an hour to get, but let's see if it was worth the wait. Lidvig's gonna absolutely love this. Very strawberry, vanilla-y. Tastes like yogurt almost. So guys, I've been with Lidvig for about 6 years. 6 years now? What did you just, while we were at a strawberry farm on a Sunday, what did you just tell me?
I just remembered I'm a bit allergic to strawberries.
He just said if he eats too many strawberries, he gets rashes. You learn something new every day. Lidvig and I may spend a fair amount of money on travel, but when it comes to everyday spending, the cheaper, the better really, including date nights. Usually we aim to go on a date once a week, and as you can imagine, that really does start to rack up the dollars. So when we discovered First Table, we were overjoyed. Basically, First Table is a website that promotes early or sometimes late tables at various restaurants around the country, which encourages diners to come to the off-peak dining times. They incentivize customers to dine early by offering 50% off the bill, which in turn, of course, helps restaurants to attract new customers and to fill seats when they would otherwise be empty. It does cost around $5 to $10 to book the table, and this is on offer for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We absolutely love going for a super early dinner, so this kind of thing just fell into place for us, and we now use First Table to book almost on a weekly basis. On this particular night, we tried a new place we'd never been, but had heard really good things about. In fact, this place is located just around the corner from the berry farm, the Riverhead Tavern, which is apparently New Zealand's oldest riverside tavern, at around 160 years old. We ordered a classic fish and chips. What just happened? Also known here as fish and chips in Kiwi. The food and service here was fantastic, so we definitely recommend you give this place a try yourself. P.S. In New Zealand, this is called tomato sauce. However, every other country would call this
It's ketchup.
ketchup.
Tomato
This is called
sauce.
tomato
No,
sauce.
Tomato sauce. It's like what you make pasta with, like put on the base of a pizza. This is ketchup.
Tomato sauce. If you are looking for something a little more bougie in Auckland, we totally recommend you head up the Sky Tower for lunch or dinner. My sister and her fiance did this for her birthday recently and said this was just fantastic. The food and the views were some of the best they'd experienced in Auckland. The restaurant is called Orbit, situated at the top of Auckland's Sky Tower. The dining room rotates once every hour, providing a truly unique experience with amazing 360-degree panoramas of the city. For lunch, the cost was just $75 per person, including getting up here, although you can add an additional $10 per person for entry up to the observation deck, which I truly think is an obvious choice if you're visiting Auckland for the first time. And if you are a little bit of an adrenaline junkie, you can also jump off the Sky Tower, if that tickles your fancy. Lidvig's already experienced the highest bungee jump in New Zealand, which is actually one of the highest in the world for that matter, the Never Bungee, located in Queenstown. So this one was probably a little bit too mild for him, but go for it if that's your kind of thing. One of the best cheap things to do in Auckland are the Auckland night markets. What's cool is that there is a night market every day of the week in a different location. At these markets, you can explore a mix of stalls offering up knickknacks, clothing, phone accessories, and that kind of thing. But the true feature here are all of the flavors and aromas of the cultural food stalls, featuring mainly Asian cuisine, but you will also find the likes of ice cream and interesting combinations like this one here, the mighty hot dog. This is the result when I let Ludwig choose the meal. There were a ton of flavors such as the nacho hot dog, kumara hot dog, even chocolate or salted caramel hot dogs. But Ludwig opted for the mozzarella ramen hot dog, which was filled with melted cheese, topped with uncooked ramen, and to our surprise, was dipped in sugar, which Ludwig enjoyed. I was not a fan. Among all of the night market locations, one spot we'd really recommend you visit is Silo Park. The markets here are held on Sunday evenings. We visited during the day recently, but the night markets here are a great vibe. Wynyard Quarter is located just alongside the popular Auckland Viaduct. It's lined with great restaurants and cafes, and there is always something fun going on here, like these Christmas markets we ran into. We love to come here, wander the wharf, stare out at the big boats, and it's also a really good view of the Auckland Harbour Bridge. If you're a fan of boats, Wynyard Quarter is definitely a really great place to just come around and admire some of the absolutely massive super yachts here. Wow.
You could fit like 20 families in that boat. Massive. Look at that thing.
Silo Park is actually named for the silos that surround the area. The silos were once used as giant containers to store cement. Being close to the water, it allowed for really easy transport. Today, one of the silos is an art and exhibition space, and another becomes a cinema with movies projected against its walls in the summertime, which is a super fun experience. Auckland is one of the very few cities where there are more local cafes and shops than big coffee franchises. The coffee culture in Auckland is real, which means we have an endless amount of options to choose from. You honestly can't really go wrong. Fun fact, however, the flat white is apparently the most commonly ordered coffee in New Zealand. It's apparently the size of a cappuccino, but milkier. It's made up of 1/3 espresso, 2/3 steamed milk, and just a touch of swirled froth on top. Now, we've tried to Google the best coffee in Auckland, but seriously, it just gets totally overwhelming because literally everywhere has the best coffee in Auckland. It's very rare that you'll find a bad one here. Honestly, even the gas stations have sensational coffee. So instead, we thought we'd take you to one of the many highly rated coffee spots in Auckland. Oh no, definitely a warm. You have to go for a warm coffee if you come to New Zealand. It's much nicer. If there is something we can recommend, however, is that perhaps you don't spend too much time in Auckland City itself. It really isn't the prettiest of cities right now. You'll find a lot of scaffolding. I think a lot of the best attractions as well are outside of the city itself, so we really encourage you to hire a car for the independence and to really experience Auckland at its best. Alright, that about brings us to the end of our Auckland video. I think my favourite part of this video was actually discovering a whole new walk. Like I said, we've been to Piha Beach, that whole area, a gazillion times, and I absolutely love it. However, we had only done that Kitty Falls walk. Luckily for us though, we were forced to kind of branch out and try a new walk, and it's so hard to say, we were rewarded with some of the best views ever. I still can't believe the views we had from Mercer Bay Loop.
They're pretty good.
What was your favourite bit?
I reckon eating all the food, just food, and the strawberries.
Oh yeah, that was really fun. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Next time we film a travel video, it's gonna be in a whole new country.
Ooh, exciting. What?
In a few videos time, the most exciting thing ever. If you saw my San Francisco to New York train crossing the whole of America by train, and if you thought that was cool, you're not gonna wanna miss the next couple videos, because I'm crossing a whole another country by train, but this time Ludwig's with me.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah. 3 nights, 4 days. Can you guess where we're going and what country we're crossing? Are you excited? I'm so excited. 4-day train. 4-day train. Okay, we'll see you then. Bye.
4-day train. 4 days. Poof.